Sweety Pie, and welcome back. Back again. Sweety Pie's back. Tell a friend, guess who's back, guess who's back, guess who's back, guess who's back, guess who's back. I forgot I was so close to my background. Guess who's back, guess who's back, do-no-no-no-no. Like, I can't go down that far. Ugh. I think that's becoming a habit on my channel. I think that's gonna be the habit. I know. Oh my god. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, if you're one of my new subscribers, or if you're just really new and you came across me in your feed, hey, how's it going? Today I'm gonna do a video that I've seen a couple people do. One in particular that I die hard. I love this YouTuber. She is amazing. Her name is Angelique, and I cannot say her last name. She is a... Ooh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna say she's Swedish. No. I think she's Swedish. Gosh, is she? Gosh, I cannot remember. Let me rack my brain for a second. No, we're gonna look this up. Alright, okay, so after a tiny bit of research on, of course, famous birthdays, why, like, honestly, her name is Angelica Nyquist. She is Swedish. She is a Swedish YouTuber who usually posts beauty videos to her channel, blah, 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 doesn't matter. I will link her. She's amazing. I know that she probably linked in her video who she got it from, and yeah, you can follow the trail there, I'm sure. But yeah, anyway, let's get into this video. This is the 20 best from 20 brands, and honestly, I feel kind of odd doing this video just because when I was like, okay, so what I did was after I watched Angelica's video, I, instantly made a list of 20 different brands, and then I started compiling the best products that I think from those brands. And then I was like, well, some of these aren't like popular. So hopefully you can find some gems here. I think that there's, like, I tried to throw in a few new items from some brands because there are a couple items that have just like released that really, really blew me away. But other than that, this is, kind of from my stash. And yeah, I did pick a couple brands that I thought some people might not pick, like AOA Studios, which is the Shop Miss A brand, Sephora collection. Let's see here. The rest of them are probably pretty well known. But yeah, and then what I think I'm going to do after this is I'm going to do the complete opposite, where I tell you 20 of the worst products from 20 brands. Now, there are some brands in this one that won't be in the next one just because I haven't really tried anything that I didn't like enough to say I really didn't like this, or, I just haven't tried a whole lot from the brand itself, and I only have, like some eyeshadow palettes or this or that. Anyway, let's get into this video. I feel like I've talked for far too long, and I almost want to redo myself. You know what? Let's get into this. You know what? First, we'll name off the brands that I picked. So the brands that I have are e.l.f., Essence, Clinique, NYX, Urban Decay, ABH, Natasha Denona, Too Faced, ColourPop, CoverGirl, Kat Von D, Sephora Collection, Juvia's Place, Benefit, Morphe, AOA Studios, Tarte, Smashbox, and Huda. I think that's all of them. Oh, and Pixie. Sorry, I think that was like the 20th. Alright, so I scooted a little bit closer to the camera. I'm so excited to do this video. And yes, so we're going to go 20 brands. We're going to go fast. I'm not going to like dabble too much on these products, but I do want to kind of explain a little bit why I like them. I'm going to try to be very short-winded. We're gonna see how this goes. So the first product I have is from e.l.f. e.l.f. is my first brand, and it is their under eye setting powder. It comes in a little container like this, and it also, now I'm pretty sure these two are the same formula. They are both very, very sheer powders. There's not a lot of coverage to them, but this leaves the skin looking so smooth and so pretty. As long as you have like a really high coverage concealer, I think you are really, really gonna love this. Because putting it over top, it's just like, it's so finely milled, and it's got like, oh my gosh, it's got like this little pinky to it. I really enjoy e.l.f.'s powders, and that has definitely been like a standout for the brand. I used to buy like literally one of these every month, probably less. They really didn't have a lot of product in here. Like, it was just like the tiniest, and I think they still have them in this kind of container. So if you're looking for it, I'll try and find a picture if I can find it on their website. Maybe I'll see if I can link it. We'll see. Anyway, continuing on. Essence. Okay, so for Essence, I have had quite a few winners from Essence, but I've also had quite a few losers. It's one of those really inexpensive brands where I feel like sometimes I either love it or I hate it. These I loved. These are the Essence Satin Touch blushes. They look like this, and I have literally used these so much that both of them are broken. But the tones are so pretty. They're so, so beautiful. I love Essence blushes. Sometimes they do me wrong with their blushes, but these were done so freaking right. They're very, like, they're not pigmented enough that you're going to make a huge mistake. Neutral. This one is in Satin Love, and this one is in Satin Coral. Now, I also picked these ones up, which I do enjoy as well. I like the satin ones better, but these matte touch blushes are pretty nice. They are just a solid matte blush. And they look like that. And this is Peach Me Up and Berry Me Up. The next brand I have is Clinique. Now, like, I have a love-hate relationship because there's quite a few products actually from Clinique that I've really enjoyed over the time that I've been able to like really try out the brand there in my shoppers, so I can kind of go in and swatch. A lot of their color cosmetics is not in shoppers. Why is that, Clinique? I want to know. Anyway, these Clinique Cheek Pops are gorgeous. They are the most beautiful. They're like a baked formula. This is the very first one I got in Rosy Pop, and I'm gonna try and swatch it. It's so pretty. Like, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's just a masterpiece of a blush. I can see why these are, you know, kind of popular. Anyway, I also got this, which is the Get Cheeky palette. This was from Christmas of this year. The only one that really, like, floats my boat is the middle one. And it is really beautiful, but I was a little bit disappointed in these two and kind of the layout of this palette. The products themselves, pretty nice. Like, even these aren't bad, but I think I will end up putting Clinique in my worst rated 20 brands just because, I don't know, I gotta show you guys this palette. It rubbed me the wrong way. It was done very cheaply. Anyways, next brand is NYX. NYX was a hard one, but one thing that I could always recommend from NYX to anyone is their brow products. They have a very nice skinny brow pencil that I actually have completely, like, I didn't declutter it, I just used it up. And I have also been using this NYX Fill and Fluff. And this is very interesting. So it's one of those bigger brow pencils. I wonder if you can see that. And on the end is essentially a brush. And I feel like if you really like to do that like ombre brow, you might absolutely adore this, because this little brush really like blends the color out into your brows in a really, really nice way. Now, I prefer to use something like the Urban Decay Brow Blade, which is my next product, but I can use this in the rest of my brow to kind of fill it out and all that, you know, all that good stuff, and then go in with this to create some of those hairs. That works really beautifully. And of course, obviously, my next brand is Urban Decay, and their brow blade, although the pencil, like the actual pencil, really, it lasted me like, I think a month and it was gone. This has been going strong for like 2, maybe even 3 months now, I think. So I'm really proud of this, and honestly, I can just buy another pencil. I've been putting these two together lately, and it's been creating a really beautiful brow. So good on you, Urban Decay. That's one of my favorite, although they have some beautiful eyeshadows and glitters and so much fun stuff. Like Urban Decay has some really fun stuff as well. Next is ABH. Now, although I really love their eyeshadows, I wanted to highlight something that is brand new for their kind of line, collection, whatever. It is the Urban Decay Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. This is great. This is like a really thick, kind of high-powered concealer for your eyes. It works beautifully. Very, very pigmented. You know, like I bought the mini, and this is going to last you forever because it's one of those primers that, you know, you only need a little bit, and it's just so impactful. It's insane. I really love this. I have been using it pretty much every day, and it's been going over really great, honestly. Next, we have Natasha Denona. Now, this was a hard one for me because on one side, I feel like, oh, sorry, I had to change my position. On one side, I feel like no matter what I pick out of my collection, I have liked pretty much everything I've bought from Natasha Denona. I don't think there was anything that I was really disappointed in. You know, there might have been like a couple little parts like here and there that I was like, huh, I wonder why they did that. But other than that, I can't really think of anything I've bought as of yet that I didn't really like quite a bit. But one thing that I do love, I guess like a lot more than maybe like, you know, some of the other stuff I've seen or swatched or whatever, is definitely her little face palettes. Now, if you want to know, like, because a lot of people are like, well, how do I get my brush in here? You're going to have to cover the other pan, and that's all I do. Like, I will take a huge powder brush, cover this like this with my hand, and just go crazy into that pan. And, you know, same thing for the highlights. It's just, they're so beautiful. Like, let's do a little bit of swatching. So this is the new one. This is the newest one, the Bronze and Glow. Oh my gosh, that would look so good right now. Like, look at how pretty that is. Then we have the Diamond and Glow. This one is like so pretty and like Barbie. Oh God. Look at that shine. And like this highlighter, it's literally just a shine. It's nothing else but shine. And then we have the Blush and Glow, and this is like the most subtle of the three. This one has like a really, oh gosh, this highlighter is so smooth. And there we are. I self-tan today, can you tell? So yeah, those are the blush palettes, the bronzer palettes. They're so cute and I love them. I use them all the time. They're something that I pull out for. The formula is beautiful. The formula is definitely something to be loved. The highlighters are gorgeous. Just, you know, just make sure you cover, you know, if you're especially, I think the blushes you could get away with, you know, touching the other pan a little bit. But with the bronzer, I really don't want this highlight going into the bronzer. So I normally just cover it and go crazy with my brush and we're all good. So yeah, I just spent a lot of time on Natasha Denona. Sorry about that. Oh, please don't fall. The next one we have is Pixie. Pixie is a drugstore brand that I can find in my Shoppers Drug Mart. And the products, well, yeah, I know, products. I'm supposed to pick one, but the first one I have is one that everyone loves. It's the Pixie Delicate Dew Highlighters. These are like a gelée highlighter. They're freaking gorgeous. They're like wet and like, oh, look at that. They do have another one. I just didn't need it, honestly. It's right here. I really need to get something. I really need to get something so I can swatch more stuff. It's so pretty though. And then I have loved pretty much all of the sprays I bought from them. Their Milky Mist is amazing. And this one, their Vitamin Wake Up Mist with orange blossom and citrus extract, energizing facial water. Really love it. Set my makeup with it all the time. It's just their mister is pretty nice. Like, I don't mind it. And yeah, that one does. Ooh, I kind of tasted it there. Lovely. I need to get a wipe for my hand and then we will continue. All right, so with a clean arm, let's go into Too Faced. Oh, something I won't have to swatch. So my newest love from Too Faced is definitely their Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I've been using this as foundation for probably 10 days. I've gone on and off, you know. I used the Fenty. I didn't really love the Fenty again. I think mine might actually be getting old and I need to toss it. But regardless, there's this beautiful foundation. I'm wearing it today. It's this satiny goodness that when you powder it, it looks beautiful. It doesn't look cakey. You know, your pores are nice and concealed. I have been loving this. So if you have this in your, you know, your concealer drawer, try it as foundation. I am like combination oily, dry. I have both and it goes over beautifully. And then like when I like powder it and put bronzer on, it all comes together so nicely. So yeah, I've been really enjoying this. So this is kind of my Too Faced, you know, product of the month. Next one I have is ColourPop. Now, pretty much everybody probably knows what I love like the most from ColourPop. It's their Super Shock shadows. I just picked one out to show you, but if you guys want to see, I actually swatched every single one of my ColourPop shadows like 2 videos ago. I'll try to link that up here for you guys so you can see it. This one is Slave to Pink, probably one of my favorites. This is gonna stain me. It's freaking gorgeous. Really pretty. I am in love with it. I'm in love with the formula. Really, they are just such an interesting formula, and I think like for beginners, you can get such an impact with a tiny little pot of eyeshadow. So yeah, anyways, next one is CoverGirl. Now, at first I had a hard time with this, and then I actually went to my Rexall and I was looking around and I saw that CoverGirl had this on sale. Now, I don't know if they're getting rid of this or what's going on, but funny enough, I love this. This is the Vitalist Healthy Concealer, and this is, I bought a new one because my old one, I did an empties. It was probably in one of my empties. I'll try and find that. This is great for only one reason though, and I'm going to try and see if I can make sure I can get it out. What I love this for, just give me a second, it seems to be taking a minute. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this concealer, although not full coverage by any means, dries down to, I don't know, like a finish where I am able to put it over top of all my powders and everything. What I use this for specifically is cleaning up the top of my brow. And honestly, you can clean up the bottom of your brow as well. I usually cover the bottom with shadows, so you know, it doesn't really matter. But this is amazing for going up here on your brow and kind of down on the edges without disturbing your bronzer or, you know, whatever you've put on there. Because sometimes I will do my entire face, bronzer, blush, highlight, and then I'll do my brows and I'll be like, you know, I messed up here. I gotta fix this here. I was trying to find something that, you know, would do that without disturbing everything and making it look odd, like there was no product there because I wiped it away because I made a mistake on my brows. This is really good for that. So I have another one in my arsenal and I'm happy for that. But yeah. Let's go on to Kat Von D. Now, I did actually mention this in a favorites video, but I wanted to mention it again because it is my newest obsession from Kat Von D. Her eyeshadows will always buy for a long time. Really loved her foundation as well, although I think that it is a little bit heavy for me as I like bear into adulthood. Ooh, scares me. These are great though. These are a new release from her. These are like chubby sticks. I think she calls them multi-sticks, but in all honesty, they are really nice eyeliners. And that's what I use them as. I've been also using them as bases, and they work great for that too. And of course, it's the neon vibe. Right up my alley. I've been looking for, you know, just some eyeliners that are fun. And you can also use these as lipsticks. I don't love them as lipsticks, but they are really beautiful. They're pigmented. I use them when I review the Huda Beauty Neon palettes. They're great. They really stick in the waterline forever. And it's just, you know, kind of a new thing since she hasn't really released anything for, you know, some time. Anyways, Sephora collection. So I've actually bought quite a few products from Sephora collection, but my love, my true love from their line is definitely their face palettes. I have their contouring palette, which I use today. It's this one, really pigmented, but if you're careful and, you know, you tap off the excess, it really does look pretty and sculpted. I have loved these setting powders. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like hard pan on the yellow a little bit because I have used it so much. And yeah, I brought this so many places. I've used this a ton and I've loved it. I also really love her contouring blush palette. Super pretty. I have the highlighting palette. These are really pretty for the price. You cannot beat this. Look. I think they're really nice. Look at that. How pretty is that? Come on. And then these blushes, I really love the blushes. Don't wear the highlights quite as much. This is their holographic. Let's be honest, it's not holographic, but these highlighters are a really soft formula. I know who wears a blue highlighter, but they're still super, super pretty. And the blushes work really beautifully. They're like completely matte blushes. I like them. I really enjoy their face palettes. Their concealer, it's like their something future. I liked that, but I think that, I don't know, some of their products can be hit and miss. I have a few more of them, some blushes. I'd like to try their foundation. I did not like their 12-hour foundation. No way I'm going down that road ever again. But yeah, anyway, let's go on to our next brand. That is Juvia's Place. Now, I have never tried anything other than her palettes. So I just went through and I picked my favorite palette out of the ones that I have. And it is definitely the Zulu palette. You can tell this has been beaten up. I love it. It's beautiful. I love all of her palettes though. Like her mattes and her shimmers are just something to be proud of. I really do enjoy Juvia's Place, and I always say, I'm like, oh, I should place another order and get the palettes that I don't have. I never do, because there's so much new stuff coming out, but her formula is bomb. It's really beautiful. I want to start using her palettes again. I miss like going back to my collection. Anyways, let's go into Benefit. So the one product that has really stood out to me with Benefit is definitely their brightening concealer. I just have this mini right now, but like, you know, whatever. I have the mini. I had the full size when it was the erase paste. I got the set with like 4 of them because I wanted to see if the erase paste and this were the same. I think they're pretty damn close. So I think that it's just such, oh, it's so creamy. I love it. It's just a super creamy, peachy corrector. I can't remember. I think, yes, they do. They actually have like a few of them. So if you're a little bit darker skinned, I don't know exactly how dark it goes though, so don't count me on that. But, oh gosh, trying to get that off, it's crazy. But yeah, here's a good example. Bam, like they're still hanging on there pretty well. Anyway, the next brand that we have is Morphe. Now, this is a product that I don't have in my collection right now, and I loved it. It is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I thought that was amazing, although I don't know if that's good for the environment, so I don't know. I'm going to look into it. Is that an aerosol? Is aerosol bad? Let me know in the comments if you realize that I'm an idiot and I don't know what I'm talking about. I love the Continuous Setting Mist, though. It was a great setting spray. Just saying. The next little product from Morphe, if you're not interested in that, is definitely the 35B. This is beautiful. The colors work beautifully. I was really surprised. Some of the shimmers are like lackluster, but it's so pretty. Look at how beautiful. If you want some like, you know, really, really colorful, it's good. Morphe gets a bad rap, but some of their products are still actually good. Anyways, the next one I have is AOA Studios, which is actually the Shop Miss A brand, if you've ever shopped the Shop Miss A brand. 2 products I have here, their concealers are bomb. I have yet to get a skin colored concealer. I purchased this one is in Toast, and then I also got the highlighter shade. This is an amazing white base for whatever. You can mix it into foundation. I've done a lot with it. This was like one of the very first like mixers I ever had. Like, ooh, look at this. Probably has to be thrown out soon. But yeah, it's amazing how good this is. It is kind of like a dry down matte a little bit formula. This one in Toast is beautiful. This was contouring like crazy. Ooh, it's a thick one. Yeah, these probably should be thrown away by now. But yes, I still think that these are beautiful, and I think that if you're looking to, you know, not spend a whole lot of money, they are really nice concealers, and they have them in a trillion shades, correctors, all that good stuff. If you're looking for a cute highlighter, these were like $1. These are their baked highlighters. This is the one in Birthday Cake, I think. No, Cupcake. Okay, hear that? They're beautiful. I wear this all the time. It's beautiful. I got this one, and I wish I hadn't. I wish I had got another one, because honestly, how many times am I going to wear a blue highlighter? But this one as well, like the baked highlight is really pretty. It's just like, where am I going to wear a blue highlighter, right? Anyway, these are really, really nice. The next brand we have is Tarte. Now, again, tons of products from Tarte that I actually really do love, but I had to pick one, and I picked their chrome paint pots. Now, I bought this one in Fire Dancer, okay? These are what they look like. It's quite a large container, and when you look at it, it is, oh, something else. You feel it's like a pressed pigment, but it's so like, oh gosh, it's hard to explain. When you rub it in, it's like glass. Like, how insane is that? So, of course, I was like, you know what? I want to buy another one of these because they are so pretty. they came out with this, which is, again, like they both say, chrome paint. Now this one is much smaller compared in size and has a clear lid. And this one is in Wild at Heart. Now I have this all over my eye today. I did the simplest eye look I could possibly do. Threw on some lashes and started filming. And so anyway, this is that one. Now the one thing I feel like with this one is it's more of a powder. It's still got like an amazing shine. I'm just gonna put it here and I'm gonna rub. Oh yeah, like it's still so pretty. It is a duochrome, and I'm sorry, I'm probably not going to be able to show it to you as well, but it's a duochrome pinky green shift. Such a pretty color, but not the same formula. It's weird. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Those are beautiful. I do like the new one. I think I like Fire Dancer a little bit better just because, I don't know, the formula feels a little bit different. I don't know if it's color. Either way, those two are beautiful. I don't know. I like Fire Dancer better. Anyway, Smashbox. Like, literally 2 brands left. The product that I picked for Smashbox is actually their Photo Finish So Chill Primer Water. This is great for so many things. You can set the face with it. I find it to be just the tad bit sticky though if you're not careful. You can prime the face with this. I have primed the entire face with this, put on some pore minimizer, and bing bang boom, it can be beautiful as long as you like hydrate your skin with moisturizer. But something that I really love this for is foiling eyeshadows. Whatever is in this, I don't know if it has like dimethicone in it, it foils eyeshadows and makes them look so creamy and so beautiful. And I love that it's just like your all around setting spray. You can use it for anything and it works great. It's not like something like this from Pixi, like their Vitamin Wake Up Mist, where I would only use this on the face. And I probably, like, it's weird to like foil eyeshadows with it. They kind of ball up a little bit. It's not really the best. This, there is something in this that is just really beautiful. And the mister is, oh, and the coconut smell. Like, I know it doesn't always smell like coconut. This one is the one that they did with Nicole Concealio. Oh, I can't remember. I know it was a YouTuber. I should know. Anyway. Smashbox. The very last brand is Huda Beauty. So I love Huda Beauty, and the only thing about it is that the only thing I have from her are eyeshadows. I have bought so many of her eyeshadows. I do have some of her eyeshadow sticks as well, but I don't have any like face products or anything like that from what I can remember. No, I don't think I do. Not a highlighter, nothing. Anyway, I'm going to pick through all of my Huda, and I'm just going to tell you that my favorites as of right now are the neon palettes. I also really adore this one here, the Desert Dusk. I think that this is beautiful. Oh, but like she does textures amazingly. All of her bigger palettes tell a story. They've all got like different textures in them that, oh, it's just so yummy. Like the nude palette, I never thought I was going to get this. I was like, oh my God, $85. You're really going to do this? I bought it at the Christmas VIB sale, so I did get 20% off. But the foily shades in here, the ones that have the pearls in them, they're so special. Oh gosh. So honestly, if you're gonna splurge and get one of her big palettes, honestly, pick and choose whatever color story fits you. But as of right now, I am really into these 2 neon palettes that she's brought out. These are beautiful. Now, if you're looking for like cohesiveness, as I said in my review, you're definitely going to want to go with the orange one, but this is so much fun as well. Now, the shimmers in here, you're going to have to build them. Make sure you either use a glitter glue or, you know, use your Smashbox primer water, something like that, that it's going to like stick down to the lid, but they're so pretty. Like, look at this. It's neon heaven. Oh, I love. Anyway, guys, I have no idea how long this video has been. I'm going to try to edit it down so that I don't sound like a raving lunatic, because I feel like I've been, you know, just trying to get all of the information out here. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys stay tuned for the bad version of this video. And yeah, mwah, I love you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe, of course, and like this video if you enjoyed it. And yeah, comment down below. Are any of these your favorites? Did you not like any of these products? Let me know. I want to know. All right? Mwah. Bye, guys.